Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss, I got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! Hold up. What you mean? Woo! And now I don't trust a so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm in the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her, so no. I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap gods like Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think bro still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad as bad gon' get it. What you mean?
Of this broken hymn saying, I'm not, this is who I am. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. a flame. Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out.
People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man. I can't ride Benz, I don't do peace. I beast, I gotta eat. Saber tooth, tiger, diamond tooth teeth. Rockin' right now, won't you come peep? I was outside. The way to shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks. Amen, amen. What's left in my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score. Amen, amen. I here on the block, my side. Run it in the house for it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Titans going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Houston Texans. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Gets past one man. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. Past the 20.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's brought down. This one up to about the 35. Fresh set of downs here. On the toss, here's Foreman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Let's go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go now.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's go! Green 39!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
First and goal from the 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves.
The Texans hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Titans going up against the Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Green, touching now, Barney. Gun.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. Green.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
No, check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. That's pulled in at the 32. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And here comes the Texans now. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. A carry for Foreman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
I got 15. I got 15. Me. Set.
They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They try the left side with Johnson. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. 3-19.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Flush to his right, underneath for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now Foreman, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 30 yards there.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And a give this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking downfield for Joe. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Johnson, and strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jones. Touchdown, Titans.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
And the lead will grow by one more. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
No, check, Patriot!
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go now!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was third and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. they'll run it on the toss. Oh, look at the juke. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
He'll drop to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it. Blue. Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Finding some room at midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number one headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go. Ohio.
Now the backup Kaiser to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's Foreman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
8 yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Red zone opportunity. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Set! Green 39!
On second down, he'll try and run the counter. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Set! Green 39! No, check, Patriot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A first down throw for Kaiser. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Going up top. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Quick hit here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seven yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Come on!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Out come the Titans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A handoff as they run the counter play. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jamie Collins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's how we do it, man.
Second down, Kaiser. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 38.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Kaiser to throw it. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I'll bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here we go.
Kaiser on first down. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Second down following the incompletion.
Come on, let's go.
Now Kaiser. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Texans on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Kaiser yet again. Wide open receiver complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. second down following the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run again with Foreman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Texans on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5.
Flex round.
Kaiser now. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go.
4th down, Kaiser, desperation time. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. To throw is Kaiser. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set! No. Check. Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, "What do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out?" And he said, "Oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And now out comes Houston. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.